Well, greetings and welcome into Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 105 today. Really glad that you are with us. We've missed you all week. Thank you for coming back. Clothes-free and living together for the next hour and for the right reasons. And here she is, the one and only, the completely over-the-top, fully clothes-free and fully smiling, our naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today?
I'm doing really well today, except, there's no sunshine. It's cloudy here today, and I'm not happy at all.
Well,
we should have sun.
It's coming. Just wait an hour or so, and
Okay.
it'll come back around. How's that
Okay,
sound?
good. I always hate when the sun leaves. I'm afraid it won't come back.
Well, it didn't technically leave, right? It's just being covered by clouds.
This is true. Yeah. It's just being covered by clouds. The scientist in me knows that, but the sun worshiper in me does not.
That's right. So how's your week been? Lots of naked activities, I hope, even if just in the home, or how's your week been?
Yeah, mostly because I've had a lot of work to do, and some of it for a certain podcast we know.
Oh, yeah.
I have been sequestered doing some things, but yeah, it's been a fun week, and, naked is naked. If you can do it at home, it's just as good.
So those are the two secrets that I don't really think we can take credit for developing those. I'm thinking they've been present since the beginning of time, but I could be wrong about that. Maybe we are onto something. Maybe we should publish that book and even make a movie. We can get Tim Chismar to make a naked movie about how we put shows together. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Tim would jump on that in a heartbeat. So.
Oh, and he could write the script. He writes movie scripts as well. So Tim, we'll be calling you soon.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's going to be an Oscar winner, I'm certain.
Well, I'm thinking what Brad Pitt for me. Maybe Robert Redford, even though he's older, but he's still a good-looking guy.
Oh,
Got to be somebody good-looking for the male lead. I'm thinking. What is your opinion? Be careful how you answer this. But go ahead.
I was going to say, why not use Frank Stone? I mean, he's it's okay. That'll work. Trust me.
Well, who would play your part?
Oh goodness, I have no idea.
And it could be anybody living or is already deceased, but if we could bring somebody back in her heyday or somebody, present day, who would play the lead of Lisa Monroe?
Good heavens. That's an interesting, because I never think of things like that about myself. So well, darn. I don't know. Someone I loved when she was younger and a comedian is Goldie Hawn. So I would think maybe Goldie Hawn. She's okay, bright and cheerful.
Now, people are going to immediately assume you must be, blonde, but that's not the case.
No. It is definitely brunette.
Well, you're listening to Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 105 today. Thank you for being with us. And now let's get to part one of my interview with Chris, the founder and owner of Indiana Naturists, a non-landed nudist club.
I consider myself a naturist pretty much since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It was really hard for my parents to keep clothes on me, when I was growing up. Luckily, we lived out in the middle of the cornfields in Iowa, so I wasn't getting them in any kind of trouble. But I didn't really understand that social nudism was a thing. I just thought, this is something I enjoyed privately, throughout my years. I met a couple of people at a job that I had that were social nudists, and they were talking about going on a trip to Sunshower. It really piqued my curiosity. I really thought that I was the only one that enjoyed being nude in my house.
Yeah.
Never really thought about doing it with others. Needless to say, I joined along, had the time of my life. Probably within 20 minutes, I was completely addicted to social nudism. And I just wanted to find a way to connect with other nudists. If we ever get anybody that's apprehensive like that, me and my wife will usually host something at our house, small. We just actually did that yesterday for a couple. Just come over and get comfortable with it just in a smaller setting. Might just be, me and my wife and them, or, we might invite another couple along just to, like a smaller venue where you can get comfortable in your own time and kind of see where that leads before. I'm a little hesitant, especially because we go to other people's homes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to invite someone into another member's home if I'm not totally comfortable with that person. And that was part of it too, because I didn't want to do anything behind her back, even though it was early on in our relationship.
Right.
it's just about being completely honest. And, I was at the point where probably shouldn't let her know this, but, I was really thinking by the third date, like, this is the one, like, I've got to figure out a way to keep her around.
The very terrific Chris from Indiana Naturists, a non-landed nudist club. And on next week's show, which will be episode 106, part 2 of my interview with Chris from Indiana Naturists. Well, you've been listening to Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 105 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked Nudists and Naturists.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked Nudists and Naturists. Have a great clothes-free day.